Hello everyone, welcome. It's Stephanie Zima with the Healthy You, where we are better together, you guys. Hi, I am so excited to be here today and cooking something new again. It's called Tangine Chicken. Okay, so hi Pam, good to see you. Excited to be here again. I love seeing your name pop up and getting to know the people. If you can hear me, make sure you smash the heart button for me so I know my microphone is working, because I have had some problems with that in the past. So as you hop on, smash the heart button real quick and let me know that I can hear you, or that you can hear me actually. That's what I wanted to say. And second thing I want you to do, so smash the heart button, number one, and the second thing I want you to do is to share this out for a second. Everyone who's jumping on right now, do me a favor, share it out. We are going to make a fun little contest, coffee on me, right? Who doesn't like a nice Starbucks coffee or something? And if you don't, I'll send you like a little gift card. I am going to make a little raffle for everyone who shares this video out, because I need more people to spread the word that this is what's going on right here on my Facebook profile, right? Everyone needs to do that, please, because too many people are struggling, and I talk and talk and talk every single day, but I'm only one person. I can only reach so many people. So the more we can spread this to and maximize this time, that would be amazing. So if you could help me out with that, I would be very appreciated. Third thing I want you to do is make sure you are on my email list, okay? If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you are looking for the link, and I'm going to pop it in under the video as well in the comments. And make sure if you are on YouTube to check it out, that you are going to check everything in the description box. So, three things. Heart button, share to get the coffee and the price, right? Either one. And third thing, to make sure you are on the email list, because there's things I share there that I don't share here. Okay, so on we go, you guys. We are ready. And hopefully today without the fire alarm, because yesterday, of course, I had some issues again. And I did not, like everybody had to listen to my fire alarm again. This is like craziness. But I've had so long my microwave broken that I kind of forgot to turn on the, what's that called? To turn on the, the fan. Okay, so we're going to turn on some light here first of all, and we're going to start with our chicken, okay? So we're going to do the chicken breast, and we are going to get it going here. Hang on, I'm going to cut it up. You want to make sure you get chicken that is, those are big, I have to cut it. So you want to get chicken that is either already the portion sizes that you want, or you want to kind of cut it into a portion size that you need it to, okay? And I'll tell you real quick. Oh no, it's not. It's actually two. So this one, I'm going to show you real quick, okay? This one is a pretty thin sliced chicken breast, and I bought it like this on purpose because they are already having the amount of ounces that a person needs, right? When you buy different chicken breasts, they can be really, really big, and sometimes they're like triple the amount of serving size that you're supposed to be having, which then again is a problem, right? Okay, you don't want to have that. All right, so today we are going to do something a little bit different. We are going to start with our chicken, and we are going to just get it going very, very quickly and with really high heat. And when you see it, like if you can't easily turn or move it, you need to leave it for just a minute longer, okay? All right, the seasonings that we are going to use today is ground cumin, ginger, and turmeric, you guys, okay? Hey, Deb. Okay, I have not seen a smash a heart button yet. Can anyone please smash a heart button right now so I can make sure you can hear me all right? I want to make sure you guys can hear me. I am kind of scarred with that. So smash the heart button or the like button, one of the two. Any button you can see. I can't see any buttons. Nobody sees anything. Just if you are. Hoopsie. Okay, so now this already moves. Did I miss it? Anyway, can you guys not hear me? Deb, can you hear me? Pam, can you hear me? Yes, okay. Pam, it's just a delayed. Okay, love it. Thank you so much. That's all I needed to know. Great. Because sometimes I'm like, I did this once. I had a video and I talked and nobody was able to hear me. So I am a little scarred by that now, since that happened. Okay, so we are having this. Now, what else do I need to get? I need to get my chicken stock or vegetable stock, or, I mean, if you have to, you can do beef stock as well. So we have that, and we have, well, I'm technically supposed to use an onion, but nobody in my family really digs the onion, so I'm just gonna not do the onion, and that's about it. Now, as a substitute, I will do some rice with it, and you guys always know I have rice in the freezer. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys again real quick while my last chicken breast here is not moving. Okay, I'm going to show you guys real quick. For anyone who has not seen this in the past, what I do is I freeze the rice. Okay, can you see? It's all frozen individually in 1/3 of a cup serving sizes. Okay, if you are diabetic, this is what you want to do. You want to watch that you don't take more than what you should have. Okay, because that's what's going to get your numbers all out of whack. Okay, so you want to make sure when you make a big pot of rice that you take your measuring cup and you take the 1/3 of a cup, like this is this much, okay? And then after you made and boiled the big pot, you just scoop it up and freeze it into your small little bags. And then if you have a meal, you can just, you save a lot of money if doing it this way. And then secondly, you can just take it out and use it as you need it, okay? So this is very important that you do that. You can do that the same way with mashed potatoes, anything that you can freeze and do. Okay, on to this side real quick. I had to flop this over before I moved the thing. Okay, so what we want to do now is we are going to, instead of using tomatoes that I haven't cut, so you can either use your salsa, right? I use the salsa to go with it instead of, because mine needs to kind of be gone, so I'm going to use that. And there's some onion in there also. I'm going to use that. If you don't want that, you can also use tomatoes and just slice them small, okay? But I'm going to use this and make it easy for me. Okay, so I'm going to put that in because the recipe basically calls for onion and tomatoes, right? And yes, there's a little bit of cilantro in there, which I'm not going to put separate because it's already in my salsa, which is great. Now, you have to make sure though, when you use salsa from the store, that it has to be fresh, okay? So mine, you look up the servings and you have to kind of take a look at it. Okay, there's no added sugars to it. It says it has 1 gram of sugar. Okay, it says it has 1 gram of sugar, but that's probably from the tomato. So you have to account for the tomato on here. But other than that, what did I put in? 2 tablespoons, basically 1 serving. So it has 5 calories with 1 gram of sugar, which is like nothing, right? Okay, so now this is boiling right here, okay? And we're gonna top this off with broth. Okay, now I used vegetable broth because it has to be gone. I had this open and I needed it gone. Now if you want to and you buy the ingredients for it, I would do chicken broth. Okay, chicken broth is what I would do. Okay, Now, in addition to that, now we're going to add some more spices. And now we're going to put some more spices in. Okay, my favorite is turmeric, you guys. Make sure you hit the share button if you have not done so. Make sure you do. So that other people get to see what we're doing here every day. Okay, I can only personally invite so many people. I need other people to do that as well, and the fastest and easiest way is for you to share it, and then you get rewarded by a cup of coffee from me. There you go. Okay, turmeric, right, is one thing. Then we are going to put a teaspoon of ground cumin, right there, ground cumin. And we are going to put some ground ginger in there as well. Okay, and if you have never had any of these spices before, which is quite possible, don't worry. You know what? If you like it or not, it doesn't matter. You can just try it and see what do you think about it. You know, it's like, I tell you, my family sometimes looks at things that I cook and they're like, oh, you know, I don't know. And then they try it and then they say, oh, this was really good. Okay, so now I'm going to flip my chicken over real quick because I don't want this to just sit on the one side of the sauce, okay? So here we go. We're going to let this cook just a little bit in here. I'm going to cover this, and I reduced the heat. Where's my, hang on, where's my cover? Oh, here it is. See, it's right in front of me a lot. Okay, so in addition to this, okay, so here's what I'm going to do with the vegetables now. I'm going to do Brussels sprouts, okay? So remember, hang on. Remember, always cook the thing that takes the longest first. Always do that first, right? So whether or not you do the potatoes. By the way, if you haven't seen how it ended, yesterday I got stuck with my pot, and it was because there was so much pressure. I should have put a little bit more water in the bottom, because I guess the water pushed out and created like a vacuum thing. So you got to make sure you put a lot of water in it when you cook stuff multiple times. But yes, I did get it out, so that was kind of fun. So that today we are going to do Brussels sprouts, you guys. And you always cook the one thing that needs to cook first, and then you can go and do the other thing. And today I'm going to steam the Brussels sprouts with just a normal pot. And then I have this insert I use here. I could also be doing it in the microwave because I have also a microwavable steamer. And I guess it always depends on what else I cook with it, right? Depending on where I cook it. That's basically what it is. If I have space on my stovetop, then that's what I'm going to use. And if I don't have space on my stovetop, or I need to be walking away from it, because sometimes I need to be walking away from my like because I homeschool my kids, if I have to help them or if something's going on, then I don't have time to stand here, and that way I just put it in the microwave. So whatever works for you, be flexible, and kind of just have fun with the cooking, guys. You know, I remember in the beginning when I first started out, well, actually, I started out when I was 12. Do you guys want to hear my story? How I got to start cooking? Like, anybody, drop it in the comments right now if you even want to hear that. I'm just rambling on as I'm doing my things. If you want to drop it in the comments, Pam says yes. I assume so, right? Okay, so I grew up in Germany, and I was 12 years old. We were a foster family. We had kids in our family all the time, and growing up with that, we always were a very large family, right? So we had probably usually like about 8 to 10 people in our family, and most of them were children. So it was kind of funny because my mom obviously needed some help, and every one of us had a weekend day that we needed to cook and do the chores. So I was 12 when I started, and my gosh, I'll tell you, that was a hard school to go through. When you are 12 years old and you have to cook for a group of 10, and then, you know, obviously they're all making fun of you if you mess up, if you burn something or, you know, whatever. So, and then it wasn't only that, but we also had to plan. So I had to plan all of the meals and the groceries and kind of write the grocery list. And at the time, you guys, when I was little, you know, I thought that was really rough. It was hard. It was a hard thing to do at that age. But at the same time, it prepared me to be really, really organized, I would say. And I think that is what's helped me in life quite a bit. You know, just to being able to pivot, to know ahead, plan ahead, have an idea in my brain as to what I want the outcome to be, and then put the action into place to get there and achieve it. You know, it was actually good training for what was to come in my life. Yeah, so, I mean, that's basically my cooking story, but I've always been used to cooking for many people since I'm young. And then when I came here, you know, and I ended up having my kiddos and became a stay-at-home mom, you know, I was like, okay, I want to participate or contribute just a little bit to the family's households. I felt really super guilty of not having an income or not creating an income. So I wanted to find out, okay, ways to save money, you know, to save money so that my husband didn't have to spend so much money on this family. And, you know, then, yeah, food and tips and tricks into how to save grocery money. That was really becoming super valuable for us. So, worked out really great. Okay, so I'm going to run this under water real quick and rinse that. And you guys, I'm telling you, my grocery bill, this is the thing, what you learn if you are coaching with me, right? For example, I mean, there's a lot of different things that you will learn. I have several different courses that I do. I have one that is specifically geared to life-changing as a diabetic. And in that course, it's called Diabetes. In that course, I actually teach everybody how to plan their life and how to make things happen, and not just around food and around what to eat and how to eat, but really life skills and, you know, evaluating where are you at right now. Do you have in your life every single thing that you want, or is there something else that you're missing, right? Because I'll tell you, if you are not living your life, and now comes a little mindset, guys. if you are not living your life according to your missions and dreams and visions, then you risk that when it's time to go and leave this earth, that you are possibly having regrets. And okay, hang on a second. So I can look you in the eye as I'm talking about this real quick. This is a subject that's really super near and dear to my heart because my mom has passed last year, and I have seen a woman who was incredible in her lifetime, but I also seen a woman who has put in others above and beyond herself. And when it was time, she had cancer, when it was time for her to leave the earth, she had lots of regrets, you guys, and it was really hard to watch. It was really hard to watch because I wished so different for her, right? And now I'm a little emotional, so sorry about that, but it was just, that's why I do this, you guys, because I don't want anybody to be left behind, right? Better together, you guys, better together. I don't want anybody to be left behind. I want everybody to have what they want in life and be able to do what they need to do and be happy, and that, you know, healthy and happy and all the things, right? So anyway, that's why. Now, on to the sauce. Okay, we are going to have to thicken this up just a little bit, okay? Because when you'll take a look at it, It looks already pretty great, and I think the chicken is already pretty much done, but it's a very soupy kind of sauce. So we want to thicken this up a little bit, and today is the first time I'm going to use not cornstarch. I am going to, let me try this first. Oh, it tastes good. It's a little spicy, but it's very good. Okay, so today I'm going to use Arrowroot Starch, okay, because it is actually better for the gluten-free community. And let me take a look real quick. It does have 8 grams of carbohydrates for 1 tablespoon. Okay, so it really is not adding a lot. It has no sugars, no nothing. It doesn't add a lot. And this is why, you know, everyone with diabetes should try to cook these things by themselves instead of making these sauces or buying the sauces, because there's hidden stuff in everything and anything that is processed, you guys. Okay, I'm telling you, there's just always something added. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to use just a little bit of the beef broth that I have in my fridge. You can just use water if you want to, and then we're going to use 1 tablespoon of the arrowroot powder instead of flour, okay? Because, I mean, you could use flour to thicken it up. Cornstarch, you could use cornstarch if you don't have any gut problems. But arrowroot starch is really kind of better for you. And it is gluten-free, which helps your gut as well. And by the way, gut health, you guys, I don't know if anybody has ever, even if you don't have any food sensitivities, you really want to take care of your gut microbiome, because it controls everything, you guys. And most people have a problem with their gut health and they don't even know it, right? And it comes out in these autoimmune diseases, you guys. It comes out in the fact that you have cravings, that you have a lack of energy, that you have, you know, that you have inflammation, pain. I'm going to turn this up just a little bit. That all comes from poor gut health. So if any of you want to have information on that, go ahead and message me or check in my group. There's information there as well. But, you know, I'd love to tell you a little bit more about it. It doesn't mean that you have to buy anything. I just want to tell you about it because it really is a valuable, very valuable thing to add. That will help. And you guys see, can you see now? Immediately it is thickening up. Okay? And this is now basically ready. Now I'm going to let that cook for just a tiny minute. I'm going to show you what I usually do with the rice as well. So we might as well, since we are still on, and basically food is ready. My look how beautiful the Brussels sprout looks. Oh, I love this. I always love this green, fresh color. Doesn't that look great? I mean, come on, guys. Smash the heart button. Does that look great? I love it. When you steam vegetables, gets me very excited. When you steam vegetables, they just look a lot better, I feel like. Okay, I'm going to move that in the back. Okay. Onto the rice. I'm going to let that cook a little bit longer. Onto the rice. So remember, frozen rice, yes? Frozen. And I am just simply spraying my bottom so it doesn't stick. And pop that in. Done. And I love how this is like so super simple to come out. And now we just like defrost it. If you have been ahead of the game, then you can like take it out in the morning and you have it. But if you haven't, then you can just go ahead and like fry it up a little bit like that. You could also put a little, if you don't want it fried, you can also put a little bit of water in it. Heat that up. And you see how immediately the rice kernels come back to life. Can you see that? Can you see how immediately it looks like it's just been cooked? It's fantastic. And it becomes soft and nice and all the things. Okie dokie, friends. I think this is it. So I am going to like give this one more second in here to warm up a little bit more and let the water disintegrate. Okay, and then so with the Brussels sprouts, you want to make sure you can really nicely stick your knife through, right? So it's basically done. I'm gonna let it go for just a little bit longer. Maybe a couple minutes. Woo, hard. Perfect. Oops, I turned off the back. Couple more minutes. But yes, so rice is done. So, friends, if that video has helped you at all, okay, if that video has helped you at all, I hope that you are sharing it. Seriously, don't think that nobody wants to know. People want to know, and they are looking. There's like hundreds and thousands of people out there who have autoimmune diseases, who have anything going on. People need to know easy and simple ways how to cook a meal. So do me that favor. I'm only one person. I can only reach so many, right? I would love your support on that, and I will see you all tomorrow. And by the way, next week I'm going to be on the road, so it's going to be quite interesting how I'm going to cook healthy stuff in a hotel room. I am actually following a program that's called Plant Paradox right now for myself. So it's going to be a little different cooking, but I think it's still healthy for you all. For everyone, and it just doesn't have certain foods in it. So, but it should be interesting. And I'm going to be cooking from a hotel room somehow. I don't know how I'm going to do it when I get there, but that's what I'm known for. I switch and pivot and adjust to circumstances all the time, and that's what makes me a great coach, because I can actually look at what's going on, hear what you have in your life, and pivot and adjust all the time, because that's what I lived my entire life, you guys. All right, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.